Well, I was gonna lead into my little topic here that kind of has to do with old shows. Did y'all watch Growing Pains? This is not a black show; it's a very white show. Growing Pains. We got Kirk Cameron
Oh no!
and Lil Baby Leo. Yeah.
Baby
Every
Leo.
once in a while, he was a main character.
No, he came in later. He was like the adopted son.
Is Kirk Cameron older than Leo?
Yes. He was older. Like he was like the older like 18-year-old brother and Leo was probably like 10, 11, 12.
What? I did not know that. Okay, cool.
But a segue. So I guess recently Kirk Cameron like I only know him from Growing Pains and then as of recent he's like super Christian man, kind of like well, like his sister who is on the the Real, one of those.
Not the real.
Full House.
Full House,
Homegirl
yeah.
from Full House. Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, and they're both very vocal about being Christians. But Kirk Cameron, he did some maskless caroling in Thousand Oaks like last week. And there was like a huge crowd and he was up there doing his caroling, had a Santa beard on, but like underneath his chin, no mask. And I don't know, did you guys see any videos from it?
I didn't see any videos, but I have heard this story. I heard he was out there doing his thing.
Yeah, there's like a video where, he's doing his thing, he's up at the mic, and it's like a crowd, like a huge, massive crowd of carolers having a good time. And I'm not exactly sure who's filming, but there's only like one guy with a mask on. And it's like so reversed because he is the one saying, like, the guy with the mask is like, you guys don't care about other people, you're spreading the disease and da 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 da. And all of these people without masks are like, dude, you're crazy, get out of here. And it's just like so fucking backwards. Like, it just seems like, what planet are you on? Like, this is Thousand Oaks. Like, we're not that far from it. And it's like a massive community of people just like singing "Oh Holy Night" without mask and not giving a single fuck. It's so strange, but
Okay, what's your take on it?
On the caroling,
Yeah, on this entire sitch.
what are you doing, Kirk? What is happening? You know what the hell is happening. You know what the hell is going on. Why are you making people come out into this crowd and not wearing masks? And I think there was like a booth that was like saying like these people, I don't want to like talk about it too much because I don't know too much about this booth, but it was like making it seem like everyone was okayed to be without a mask in this area. I'm like, what? How? What's going on? But I have a quote from Mr. Cameron on what he said, just so we can 1 second, let me find it. So there he is with his mask, looks smiling, doing his thing. So Kirk Cameron said, "I'm looking around in my community and I'm seeing the devastation and the suffering of people whose businesses have been bankrupt, people who have been dealing with anxiety, depression, suicide spiking, the abused being quarantined with their abuser, and I can't just ignore that. I love my neighbors and so I want to give them hope." End quote. So
Beautiful.
So I guess the resolution is putting them all together in a fucking parking lot and singing Christmas carols. What are you doing?
What do you think, Rashawn?
I mean,
You're like, I was there.
I actually had a solo, and I'm really upset that you ain't come and watch me sing because you say you love me, but I can
you
tell
say
you
you
don't.
love my voice, but whatever.
Yeah.
go home.
Get your ass in the house is what I'm
Get your
saying.
white ass home. I just don't understand the boldness with which people are like, yeah, whatever, I'm doing it, and everyone like, who cares? I'm like, a lot of people care, but go be great, I guess.
Go be great with your Santa hat.
Go be great with your lavender. I just
Lavender, the color of kings, royalty.
act like a king. Yeah, I just don't. It's not like he's a role model. Well, I don't want to say that because he's not a role model for me, but maybe he is for other people.
Clearly a crowd of them.
Clearly a crowd of them, but I mean, idiots will follow, I guess. I don't know. I don't really. I'm in my house. You know what I mean? Just go home, man. Just go home. That's how I feel about it. And stay home till your ass gets 2 shots in the arm.
3.
Is it 3? I thought it was 2.
It's 3.
The way I see this is like something else I saw earlier this year. When Joe Biden won the presidency, the first of the 300 times, I went to San Diego and I walked the streets, and there were crowds of people singing and dancing. Crowds. There was 2.5 masks, and they were they was playing. Yeah, under the chin. That thing was on their wrist. Like, yeah, I got my mask on me. You know, there was no mask. They were all singing and dancing along to Nipsey Hussle, and nobody had a word to say about the pandemic. Okay, and I walked around and I said, "Well, that's your right. You know, you as an American person, you got the right to do whatever you want. If you want to go out in the streets and sing and dance and do this and do that, you can." But there has been a suggestion made that if you are out and about, you can put your mask on. If you don't want to, that's your right. That's all up to you. If you don't want to be a part of it, you can stay at home. You can stay at home. If you're somebody who's immunocompromised, you're scared, you're old, you're this, you're that, whatever it is, you can stay home. That's your choice as well. That is your right. So I'm actually just going to apply it to this. I don't think Kirk Cameron put a gun to anybody's head and say, you got to come to this. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say, if he invited you and you said, it's lit, I'm going, and you went and you decided you didn't want to put your mask on, that's your right. And clearly it is their right because nobody got arrested. So, okay.
Yeah. I also do think a larger part of it is that Kirk Cameron really wants to stay relevant.
Nah. Is it?
Yeah, I kind of do. I mean, does anyone care about Kirk Cameron?
Yeah,
I mean his net worth is $22 million.
Yeah, he's been making faith-based films for the past 20 years. Like, he's relevant.
And I love Fireproof.
And you what?
I love Fireproof.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Fireproof?
Ever since Left Behind, like, Kirk Cameron's been relevant to someone.
Yeah, he's not relevant. He made like $2 million in the last year or something like that. Like, he's out and about, and I watch Fireproof a lot at AMDO, a lot. I know the DVD commentary.
I have no idea what this is.
Yeah,
Left Behind is one of the most terrifying movies I've ever seen in my life.
Facts. I cannot watch it even till today. I used to have nightmares watching it as a kid. It's freaking scary as hell.
It's terrifying. Yeah.
It's freaking scary as hell. I cannot watch it.
Nicolas Cage?
No.
Maybe.
It's Nicolas Cage, Leah Thompson, Chad Michael Murray.
No.
No Kirky.
Wait.
Yeah, 2000, not 2014.
Yeah, there's 3 of them. Left Behind 2, Left Behind, Road That
that movie is this the one about the rapture?
Scary.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I cannot watch that. It's nuts.
I was like, I'm pretty sure it definitely wasn't Chad because I was a child.
Okay, I want to say, I'm pretty sure about this. One time when I was younger, um, me and my family would visit like our cousins in San Antonio, and my aunt, who's not really my aunt, she's just like my older cousin, she sat us all down and she was like, "You guys have to watch this." And it was a movie about the rapture. And just now, in this moment, I'm realizing that it was this movie that you're talking about.
Carmella, you are wild, man.
But the thing is,
love Carmella.
I remember when I was with, like, in my cousin's house, there was somebody, I don't think it was my mom, but I remember they were like, "Oh, the kids shouldn't watch this." And I was so young.
Hell no, they shouldn't.
Yeah, like, I was so young that we were just like, what's going on? Like, it was just so strange.
How young were you?
I feel like I was 7, 8.
Okay,
Maybe.
then it wasn't that one because there's a scary ass movie called The Rapture. That might be.
Hell yeah. Yes.
Okay.
And he used
So-
to play on
Because
TBN.
if you were 7, the movie wasn't out yet.
Okay.
The Rapture's a 90s movie.
Is this so? Okay, I'm looking it up with Mimi Rogers and David something. That's it.
That movie is beyond scary. David Duchovny, yes.
Yes.
That movie is a different level of scary. And
Yeah.
I watched it as a kid on TBS and or TBN, and after that was just like, Dad, I'm not gonna sleep until I'm 30.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It is nuts. And when I say nuts, I mean to say like it is very scary because they take Revelations. If you know
Yeah.
anything about the Bible, they take it and literally bring it to life. And even then, they leave out a lot of things. And it's just like, is
Yeah,
this just
'cause
going to happen to us?
I remember it being like about the Bible and like the rapture and everything, but I was so young that I couldn't really like grasp the concept. And then there was that whole thing like the kids shouldn't be watching this, so like go away. And and like even me and my brother talk about it to this day. We're like, what the fuck was that?
It's terrible. Yeah.
And why would we like be over at somebody's house visiting and then be like, "Hey, you know what we should watch? The Rapture." Like, that is
And then
just
after
so
that, we'll
weird.
watch Passion of Christ.
Right? Like, what the fuck?
No, we're good. By the way, just to show you like the level of money that Kirk Cameron is chilling upon, he did Fireproof, and I believe he was just an actor in that one. I'm trying to see if he did, if he was a producer as well. But actually, it was the Sherwood Pictures, which is those dudes from Atlanta, I want to say. That movie was made for $500,000, and it made in 2008 $33.5 million.
God damn.
Faith-based
my boy-
films, they make bank.
Yeah, that movie, God's Not Dead, huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Also,
That boy-
the one with Chrissy Metz,
The one that just came out last year.
Oh yeah.
Breakthrough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What company is this?
That was a Sherwood Pictures. They do all the
Oh.
like really
Christian
pretty
films.
looking. Yeah, but they have a certain style. They do the like pretty ones where it's about like marriage and here let me actually bring up a list because it's really like those crisp kind of white people movies. I'm trying to avoid saying it, but they made this movie Courageous, which is about is it about cops or is it about no, it's about cops. So it's about cops, and then they had it, which I've seen as well. They made us watch it at church, and I was like, I kind of enjoy this movie, and I like it because they don't try to Wonder Woman it. It's like people from the church who are acting in it. They give their time. They don't get paid. You know, it's stuff like that. And then they also made Fireproof. They made another movie called Facing the Giants, which is a football movie. They made a movie called Flywheel. But yeah, it's no joke. That boy Kirk Cameron sending on some money.
Well, damn. I mean, I had no idea. I mean, I knew he would
Brother
have
could have bought a
some
mask.
money, but yeah, he could buy a mask. But I just didn't think he would be relevant anymore at all.
Him, Candace Cameron, Burr, they're doing all right in life.
Yeah, she's doing fine.
Yeah.
She's sitting pretty.
The one I'm scared about is the girl that played Stephanie. Yeah, I heard some things about her, but I mean, listen.
Didn't you have a crush on her?
I still have a crush on her. I love her.
They call her Stephanie.
I mean, that's my girl right there. All right, so we are going to talk about our last few topics after this break. All right, welcome back to the Blackstalgia podcast. All right, we have made the assertion that Kirk Cameron is doing all right in life. I would like to know if that was a super spreader event, as they like to call it, or not. How many people caught COVID? How many people, or at least let me not say caught COVID, how many people have gone and tested positive for COVID from that? I would like to know. And I also would like to know, how bad is Thousand Oaks, is it? How bad is Thousand Oaks doing with coronavirus? There are some places where their numbers are really low, so the people are just like, meh, you know. So those are a few questions that I would have. I don't personally judge him because I feel like the goalpost gets moved a lot for who could do what, when, and it's like, if that's what y'all want to do, you guys are free Americans. Do it. If you get sick, you knew the risks, and that's it. I didn't go, so.
Yeah, you went voluntarily, so.
Yeah, that's on you.
Yeah.
I got to do it me. You know, stay blessed, be blessed, stay woke, stay black.